Hello, this is Lock Noob. In my vise today is a Masterlock 140D. This is a 4-pin padlock and it's got apparently 3 spool pins inside it and a standard pin. Don't laugh when I tell you, but I was trying to get into this lock for about 3 hours over the week. It's given me all sorts of nightmares. The spool pins didn't feel like normal spool pins. They didn't give you that deep false set. The lock feels a bit gritty inside, and it isn't brand new. And I was using light tension, hoping that I'd get some feedback on the spools, and it was a bit of a nightmare, really. So eventually I tried a number of things, increasing tension, decreasing the tension, changing my picks a little bit, and I think I found something that works. So I made this video for other noobs, to hopefully give an insight into how I picked this lock, and maybe you can give it a go with your 140Ds if they're giving you problems. One of the things I started doing was trying to do the bottom keyway tensioning up here. Didn't work for me at all, and I will talk about why I think that is in a minute. So I've gone for the standard top of the keyway and a standard slim stainless steel L wrench. This happens to be for my Dangerfield Serenity kit. I'm going to tension from the bottom or the top, depends which way you want to look at it. So notice I'm putting it in right at the bottom of the lock here, and that cord turns, as you can see it turn. I'm going to stop there. That's light tension, and then put some heavier tension on. You can see that the wrench itself is now bending, so light, now heavy. Now, again, you wouldn't normally, according to all the books and other videos on the net, use heavy tension on spool pins, but I think that these spool pins in here are really shallow, and they just make the lock sort of feel gritty. So I'm hoping that if I put heavy tension on, I'll be able to just pop the pins up into the lock. And I'm going to start working from the front to the back with this slim wrench, with a slim pig, and see how we get on. Okay. So on to pin 1, and lift pin 1. Okay, I heard that go. So that's pin 1, all the way up into the lock. Pin 2. I think pin 2 there. Pin 2. Pin 3. Okay. And I think there's pin 4 at the back. That's pin 4. I'm going to reset that and try again. Let's try again. So, back to pin 1. Pin 1, pin 2, I'll feel pin 2, pin 2, here we go, there we go. So we've managed to open that lock up. Okay, good. What's interesting with this lock, and I think one of the reasons why it's just caused me so much pain to pick, was when I looked at the key. If you look here, it's this pin. This pin is cut so low, and I normally pick from back to front. And you can see that this pin here is cut so high. Okay, so this pin almost has to be pushed all the way up to the top, as high as it can go, to reach a shear line. Then you've got some sort of pins floating around the middle, and this one is basically a zero lift. So when I was going in and I was picking at the back, I think that each time I was just oversetting this pin, oversetting each time. So annoyingly, just due to the bitting of this this lock, I think it was my own worst enemy, starting from the back to front, because I would just end up each time oversetting that pin. It doesn't matter if I pick these three at all, it just wouldn't work. Okay. Now, this is just through trial and error, because I found this out, that by picking the first pin, click, and then these two, the lock just sort of fell open, a bit like you saw in the video. And there we go. I hopefully will be able to show you how to rake this in my next video. But due to that slightly odd bitting of this key, where it goes from the lowest to the highest, there are only a few of my rakes which really work with this lock. So in the next video, I'll show you how I managed to rake a lock with a bitting that was slightly unusual like this one. Okay, I'll see you next time.